Of our four captains, she's wearing a microphone today. Let's go into the game with Air National Guard.
Great job, bud. Good job. Good work there. Okay, here we go. Let's look at it here. She's definitely leaving to middle. Like, I just wasn't on time for the one, but it was down the middle.
Yeah, let's get scrappy.
Yeah,
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one? 1, 2, 3.
Which one? Time. Blue. Time. Time. Corner change for Hannah.
I'm worried about this.
Really?
Yeah. Hannah loves spinning off of denim. Not worried about it, but you know what I mean.
Georgia just walked Hannah twice, and Hannah's hitting .07.
Totally. True.
So,
All the decisions you have to make while playing center field and leading off the ball game. Morgan Zerkle as a captain has to be into the game.
I love so much of what we just were able to hear there, and you heard Gwen Svekis kind of voicing her opinion as she should. She's a veteran, been in this league, since it started, and wants to make sure Zerkle's making the right decision, making the right moves. And then you were listening to Morgan talk about what she was seeing off of Megan Faraimo and her at-bats. Even though she wasn't successful, you heard her say it, that, Megan was leaving some pitches over the middle, but she wasn't on time. And it's because Megan is throwing that off-speed pitch consistently for a strike, so it makes the hard stuff seem even faster. And so if you're hitting off of Megan Faraimo, you've got to just split the plate, pick one side, and hopefully it's the right speed that you're looking for. But like right there, that pitch is hittable, absolutely hittable for Josie Muffley. You've got to credit Faraimo. She's pounding the zone. You look at her line there, no hits. Maybe the Delaney Wiz triple quotations maybe should have been a hit. We'll see if that is the difference maker.
All or nothing play for Sam Fisher, and she got all of it. Tricky hop out number one. If a 0 is put up here by Team Zerkle, it is going to be 60 points for everyone on Team Faraimo. And we've got a no-hitter on the line.
Well, when you're pitching like this, you've got to have defensive plays like that. You can see how fired up Megan was in the circle. Sam Fisher loving that. She's played some solid third base this entire weekend, making good plays.
Here's the captain, Morgan Zerkle. Captain versus captain with the game on the line. Just handed a note. If Faraimo can get out of this inning without giving up a run, she's going to leapfrog all the way into first place on the leaderboard. Number 1 out of 60 players.
And
that is huge as a pitcher. If you can be captain and you can call your shots, pick when you pitch.
Oh, yeah. Ask Alicia Ocasio, ask Kat Osterman. You're in charge of your destiny. But then also, you're not counting MVP 1, inning points, win points. And so now, I called it earlier, Separation Sunday. You have a big game like this where there's a lot on the line, and the opening is there for Megan Faraimo. She wants it.
Big out here to get, though. Ball and 2 strikes to Zerkle. One out here in the 6th inning. Faraimo needs to get 5 more outs for what would be the 2nd no-hitter in the history of Athletes Unlimited softball. To short, put the wrong spot. Don't try and hit it to flip it and hope you're going to get on safely. 2 down. Sunday night baseball matchup, 3rd game of a 4-game series. Dodgers and Padres at Petco, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. On ESPN, ESPN Fortes, and ESPN Radio. Coverage begins 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. With baseball tonight, Sunday night countdown. Michael K. and A-Rod will have their K-Rod presentation on ESPN2. Right now, does Faraimo know she has a no-hitter going?
It's a great question because there's been a lot of defensive action, and sometimes you can lose that as a pitcher. You feel like balls are being hit, but hopefully you're not looking at the scoreboard. It's not your job. You got to focus one pitch at a time, lock in with your catcher.
One ball and 1 strike to Amanda Lorenz. Lorenz came into this game leading AU softball in on-base percentage, 700. She's yet to reach base safely today. She's flied to center, and she's flied to left. Gets the benefit of the doubt. Ball and 2 strikes.
Her velocity is still strong. When you look at the pitch count there, coming in at 80 pitches on this next pitch. You're here in the 6th inning. That is a low pitch count.
Oh, Lorenz showing off a good eye. Faraimo thought it was strike 3.
Such a good pitch. I'm looking at my Yakertech K-zone. It tells me it's a ball off, but man, that is a close pitch to take with 2 strikes. But Amanda Lorenz, she knows the zone. She's the queen of the walk.
2-2. 3-2. $60 points for an inning win. And a potential no-hitter continuing into the 7th inning. That's what's on the line right here. Called strike 3. 60 points for Team Faraimo.
We were wondering if Megan knows that she has a no-hitter, but I can tell you she knows that they just got 60 points, Team Faraimo. Fired up for good reason. The 5th strikeout. The rookie, the captain. Let's go. Two outs, 2 on, and she delivers. Amanda Lorenz with the throw a little bit offline, and Tori Vidalis, who already has 2 hits of her own in this game, scores the only run in this pitcher's duel here on Sunday.
1-0 in the 7th. Look at those zeros through the first 5 innings. A paltry 1 run in the top of the 6th inning. All the activity in that 6th inning happening with 2 outs, bases empty. 3 consecutive singles, plating our only run. Bottom third of the lineup for Team Faraimo, looking for some insurance. Andrea Filler, Jordan Roberts, Aaliyah Andrews scheduled to bat. Just joining us, Megan Faraimo with a no-hitter. We've only had 1 no-hitter in the 4 seasons of Athletes Unlimited Softball. It was by the great Kat Osterman back in August of 2001. In that game, Kat had 5 strikeouts. Megan Faraimo tonight has 5 strikeouts, I should say, today. Off the end of the bat. Home run in a phone booth. Who wants it? Catch made by McKinney, the shortstop, 1 down. The New York Liberty Highliner matchup next Sunday afternoon on ESPN. WNBA action. They're going to take on Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and the Indiana Fever. Coverage tips 2:30 Eastern, 11:30 a.m. Pacific with WNBA Countdown. Jordan Roberts. Jordan Roberts has earned her keep with a glove on her hand. She has been the catcher for Faraimo. She's obviously called a great game. Combined, Faraimo and Roberts, a no-hitter. Got to give the catcher some credit, right?
And I'm always interested when they have the AU draft, who the pitchers, when the pitchers are captains, who the pitchers are drafting as their catchers, because that is very personal to me, right? If I'm going to draft a catcher, I want exactly who I want as the pitcher. And for Megan Faraimo, she's going to go Friday, she's going to go Sunday. Jordan Roberts has been with her for both of those games, and they have been locked in. Maybe the best Megan Faraimo's honestly ever looked. You have to take into consideration who she's pitching to in this league. She's a rookie, had the complete game on Friday, 9 Ks, and she's in charge here on Sunday.
And maybe the best compliment Gwen Svekis has ever had in her career, and it's been a decorated career, is Kat Osterman drafted her each and every week when Kat was going good. That was the player she wanted to throw to. And as many accolades as Gwen Svekis has won, the fact that one of the greatest pitchers of all time says, "You're my personal catcher," that is a huge atta girl.
So I'm just going to be tuning into, I have to assume Megan Faraimo's probably going to be top 4 again. I mean, you tell me, you're one with the points over there. I'm just trying to watch spins and pitches here, but I'm guessing Megan's going to be a captain again.
Softly in front of the plate, Svekis. Not in time. Second baseman Muffley covering, but good speed by Andrews.
So does Megan Faraimo pick Jordan Roberts again? I would say why not? There's a look at the leaderboard. Okay, Megan Faraimo, she's pretty far up there.
So back to the top of the order, Haley McClenny. 0 for the weekend. She's 0 for 8. I don't think any announcer has ever said that. McClenny has bounced to third, struck out, and popped up. Some things you guess at, other things you just know. Can't keep her down for long.
And I don't want to look into Haley McClenny's swing too much because I think it's one of the most pure swings in our game. But to me, just observing and watching her swing as from a pitcher's perspective, she looks a little anxious to me. And so if I saw her in that last pitch, she's kind of leaning a little bit. You can see the way she's stepping. It's almost like she's stepping in the bucket a little bit and not staying on her stride line. And if I can see that as a pitcher, I'm just going to stay outside. And we've seen that a couple of times in her at-bats where she's had soft contact, but it's to the left side. Normally her right shoulder stays in just a little bit more, stays a little bit more on line, just my observation.
McClenny, the first batter in our game, come to the plate 4 times. The way that Faraimo's throwing, there's a chance that no one on Team Zerkle, a couple of players on Team Zerkle, aren't even going to get 3 at-bats. Right now for Team Zerkle, only Zerkle and Lorenz, the first 2 batters in the lineup, have come to the plate 3 times. Off-speed pitch, trying to stay back on it. It's foul, left side. We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Losing some opportunities for stat points, individual stat points. So you always want to be on a team with an ace because you're going to get a little bit more at bats if you're not facing a Megan Faraimo or Rachel Garcia, Taylor McQuillan.
On the ground. Wiz throws out McClenny. Side is retired. All right. We have 3 more outs to go. Megan Faraimo looking for the 2nd no-hitter in AU history. Man, history is on the line right now. Megan Faraimo has a no-hitter through 6 innings. This is what her day has looked like.
5 strikeouts. Let's watch them. Take them all in. She's been painting corners left and right with the backdoor curve and the changeup. That has been the difference maker. I love seeing this development from her. She's had 9 strikeouts on Friday. She's got 5 today, 14 on the weekend in this league as a rookie. Okay, Megan.
Wonderful performance by the rookie from UCLA. 6 no-hit innings. She has walked 1 and struck out 5, trying to join Kat Osterman with the only no-hitters thrown in AU history. For more on that, let's check in with Savannah.
Thanks, Eric. When we're in a situation like this, and we've talked about it, there's only 1 no-hitter in AU softball history, and it's Kat Osterman. So I had to phone a friend. I wanted to know if she could give one piece of advice to Megan Faraimo right now, what would it be? Here's what she had to say. It's that...
Gibson pops it up. Leach, 1 down.
Now that she has 1 more in her book, this is the piece of advice that Kat gave her. You have to focus on securing 1 out at a time. If you look ahead, any hitter in this league can get you. So from the one person who's done it before, that's what you got to know going into this last inning.
Savannah's got contacts. Love it. Thank you, Kat. Here is Delaney Wiz. Wiz came the closest of anyone on Team Zerkle to getting a hit. Her last time up, 2 outs in the 4th inning, she drove a ball, by far the hardest hit ball of the day for Team Zerkle. But it was into the wind in right field, and close to the warning track, Erica Piancastelli got turned around, and the ruling by the official scorer was an error. That's the closest anyone has had to getting a base hit this afternoon.
I'm not going to mess with Delaney Wiz if I'm Megan Faraimo. I'm going to maybe pitch carefully around her because there's just so much history here. These are 2 former teammates. They go way back. There's a lot of at-bats and data here. Ooh, that's a great spot right there. But I'm not going any closer than that. If Delaney Wiz swings at that pitch, I don't think it's going to be very hard hit just because it's a little bit off the plate, spinning out. Pitcher's pitch there called for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Slow to third. Fisher couldn't get it out of her glove. Finally does. 2 down. We're 1 out away from history.
That's a great spot. You get 2 strikes, and if you get a ball in the corner like it was called, I'm going exact same spot, a little bit more off, and Delaney Wiz, she wants to hit, she wants to swing. Oof, here we go. Rookie on rookie. Caroline Jacobson, can we talk about her at bats this weekend? They have been long. They have been tiring for pitchers. This is not going to be an easy last out.
Swings the first pitch here. Looks it foul. 0-1. Faraimo, the draft choice out of UCLA. Getting her feet wet. Athletes Unlimited softball for the first time here in Rosemont, Illinois. Was magnificent on Friday. Complete game win, 135 pitches. Rolling along this afternoon. She is approaching 90 pitches with her next offering. Doesn't look like she's tiring one bit. Can she get Jacobson? Way out in front. She's one pitch away. It's over! A no-hitter! Megan Faraimo! History on a Sunday afternoon!
Team Faraimo is excited no matter what about the win. They got the win, they got all the points. Every point that was on the line, Team Faraimo took it, but they are ecstatic for their captain. This is such a big deal for this rookie. 6 strikeouts, just 1 walk. An incredible performance. I didn't think she could outdo what she did on Friday, to be honest. But of course, she comes out, she's the captain, and she does. She outdoes herself in week 2.
Megan Faraimo had 8 no-hitters while pitching as a college player at UCLA. But folks, I'm here to tell you the competition she had today at Parkway Bank Sports Complex, Athletes Unlimited, softball, totally different than anything you see at the college level. This is doing something. And as the captain, to bite off 14 innings for your team over the course of the weekend, to give your team 2 wins, to go wall-to-wall winning every single inning in the final day, she has earned a captain spot going into next week.
Oh, put it in Sharpie, you bet. And I bet you she's going to draft a lot of these same players. You could tell this team the chemistry was strong. There was a lot of just, I don't know, from the start in the leadoff spot, even though they didn't have all of the offense that we saw yesterday, but they just had good chemistry. And I think it starts with the rookie, which is kind of ironic, right? You look to veterans to provide that chemistry. It's all been Megan Faraimo. She's been a great captain, and sometimes it's a really natural fit. She's a leader. She has the fist bumps, the emotion. She wants it so bad. It means so much to her. So fun.
This is the 101st game in the history of Athletes Unlimited softball, and we have had 2 no-hitters now. One by Kat Osterman and one by Megan Faraimo. Megan Faraimo standing by with Savannah.
Thanks, Eric. Meg, you're in a category with Kat Osterman of the only no-hitters in AU history. I do want to know, at any point in the game, did you look up and know?
Yes. Well, yeah, but sometimes I do that and then it doesn't end up being a no-hitter. So I really just try to keep my focus on God, and I was praying the whole time just so I could give all my energy to my team and not focus on my individual performance. That gets kind of hard in that situation, but at the end of the day, you have to focus on your team and who's up to bat for you.
You told me coming into AU that you are the type of pitcher who wears your heart on your sleeve. We saw some huge celebrations for you today. How were you able to embrace the moment? And was there an out, particularly that one in the 6th where you picked up those 60-inning win points, so you felt, man, I'm in this moment, I've got this?
Yeah, I think the way that I'm able to embrace my passion is that everyone is so welcoming of it, and they like to see it and they feed off of it. So being positive for me helps me just be myself and express myself.
It's a chilly day to get an ice bath.
I know, that's so freezing. But I love it. And you see, like, I love playing for them, and I think that they've enjoyed being on my team. So that to me is the biggest blessing. And then to answer your question, sorry, the very last out of the game was awesome, but when I went to pump, I overextended my knee, so that got a little too much. But that 6th inning when we got those points, that was huge too.
You were in a first-time battery with Jordan Roberts. Tell me about the confidence she instilled in you and the game that she called with you today.
Yeah, Joe, I got the opportunity to work with Joe in AUX, so I knew a little bit about her and how she worked, and I knew that we clicked. She's someone that brings me so much peace and is just very straight to it. If I tell her, hey, I'm thinking about this, she'll be like, sounds good, let's do it, and she'll find a way to work in my plan. And so having a catcher that I'm able to follow is the best feeling ever.
What a weekend for you, Meg. First time as a captain, first complete game, and now your first pro no-hitter. How will the Megan Stallions go down in your memory of AU?
This, by far, has been my favorite team. And I'm a little biased because my favorite color is purple, but also just all the vets helping me, everyone doing their best and doing their job and supporting me. It's hard to be captain, and I'm very bad at schedules and making lineups and all of that, but they were so understanding and encouraging, so this is one of my favorite teams ever.
You're in the history books, Megan. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Back to you, Eric.
Wonderful stuff. Megan Faraimo walked the first batter she faced, then went on to just roll the table. The only other player for Team Zerkle to reach base safely, Delaney Wiz, who reached on an error in the fourth. Besides that, close to perfection. Faraimo, 2 over the minimum. She is fantastic on a Sunday afternoon. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with final thoughts from Chicago in a moment.